to RoWX, aka Rules of Wuxia, where we explore the elements of Chinese martial arts cinematography. I'm your host, Lisa. Today on RoWX, we have eunuchs, jianghu, and golden basins. Remember back a few episodes ago where I presented 7 cliches? Well, today is part 2 of 7 cliche moments in Wuxia film and television. As you may know, the characters in Wuxia stories likes to travel around, usually in search of some treasure or someone to battle with. An essential part of traveling would be finding accommodation. And it just so happens that the hotels in a lot of Wuxia stories bear the same name, 悦来客栈. The funny thing is, these stories have nothing to do with each other, yet they share the same hotel. It must be a franchise. Sometimes when people are in a fight, they like to shout out the name of the fighting stance they're using in the middle of the battle. For example, in the first Swordsman movie, the main protagonist, Ling Huchong, learns the fighting style 独孤九剑, translated to be lonesome 9 swords, from a random old guy. This was a superior sword technique made up of 9 sword sequences. In the final battle against his very own teacher, he performs the different sequences while shouting out their names. Now this is what I would call a real cardio exercise. Another common scene in a lot of Wuxia film and television is to coincidentally find a rundown temple while trying to desperately hide from the rain. The big bosses will always be eunuchs. It really frustrates me when the dying message people leave behind is never clear enough to point out who the actual killer is, and may even mislead people. This is all thanks to the Chinese characters for different people's names can look similar to each other. In ancient times, there is the custom to formally acknowledge someone as one's teacher or master. This custom or ritual is called 拜师. It literally means to bow at the teacher. It is an initiation ceremony to honor one's master by presenting him with tea or other gifts.
金哥哥，好好学习呀！
蓉儿，前辈，
你跪下。
哦。
喂，切！你摇那棵树干什么呀？啊？捉松鼠啊？捡松果吗？
不是啊。
哎呀，我不是教过你要打的对方退无可退，避无可避吗？
Last but not least, I want to talk about 金盆洗手. But before I launch into this, due to popular demand, I must first define the meaning of 江湖. Jianghu literally means rivers and lakes, but in the context of Wuxia, it means the world of warriors. In Swordsman II, Jet Li wanted desperately to leave Jianghu, but his future dad-in-law laughed at his naivety and remarked, "Where there is people, there is Jianghu. How can we leave?" This leads to the next ceremony I wish to talk about, often found in Wuxia films. This is called 金盆洗手, which literally means to wash your hands in a golden basin. But figuratively, it means for someone to abandon their life as a warrior and begin to live as a normal person. However, it is a rule of Wuxia for these ceremonies to be rudely interrupted every time. So after watching this episode as well as episode 10, do you think I have missed any cliche moments in Wuxia film and television? Please let me know by commenting below. Thank you for supporting RoWX and see you next time.